Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is feeling a bit excluded or moody because they don't have that friendship or that sense of community that they previously had. So this feels like a falling out amongst friends, possibly family members, but there's almost like a, I don't know how we could ever get back to where we were before energy. So it feels to me like there's been a pretty big argument or a pretty good reason for this falling out. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is a link to help you figure out how to become a member. Hello, Laura. Hello, Aya. How we doing? So this is somebody who feels like they don't have a community or that they have lost the community that they were a part of. We're going to continue with the Ghost Tarot. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Daya. How's it going? What do we have? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So things were going great, and then now everything has changed, or things didn't go the way I thought they would. Wow. Justice. So this is bad karma hitting them because of a decision that they made. So it feels to me like this is someone who's been kind of booted from a social group or a group of friends because of something that they actually did. Could be something that they said, but I think it's a decision that they made, an action that they took. Hello, Jamie. How's it going? Hello, Mavis. What's up? Hello, John. Hey, Co-Create. What's up? So we've got the Chariot and the King of Swords in the reverse. They did something without getting the truth, or they said something was how, it was, and now people are seeing what really happened. So, they've been exposed as being dishonest or having misled individuals. I don't feel like it was whoops, I guess I got that wrong. I think it's pretty easy for the people involved to know that you were lying with intent, right? Like there was a desire to avoid a truth getting out or like looking bad. That sounds like fun. What else do we have? Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this feels like we've got someone who has distance or struggles with regards to a long-term friend or perhaps even a family connection, right? Like my cousin and I used to be best friends, but now we're not really talking. Or, my best friend since I was 12 years old and we had an argument. Now we're not really looking to hang out with each other. It's a long-term connection that has a change of status. Another Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like there was either no attempt at an apology or a really lame apology. So whoever I'm reading for, they had to kind of like walk away with their tail between their legs, feeling a little bit sheepish. Now we have King of Cups in the reverse. They're just like, nobody wants to be seen with this person or like give them shelter. Like you caused a whole bunch of drama, you caused a whole bunch of problems, and I don't want any of that to impact my things. So maybe this person's trying to find a place to crash. This is the Pulp Tarot. Hello, Natish. How you doing? Well, I'm just going to remove that because, this There's better things you could talk about. I'll give you another chance, but I will block you next time. Hey, Mr. Ronan, I'm not here to take requests. Hello, Prague. How are you doing? Nah, man, don't call me that. My name's Carmen. I'm probably older than you anyway. So that would be kind of weird, right? 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands in the reverse. So we have someone here who's thinking, what can I do? Where should I go? How do I handle this? Because everything is unstable right now, or I don't know where I can be. I feel like this 4 of Wands is, I don't think I have a place to stay right now. So I think this is someone who's been kicked out. Or this is somebody who feels like what they had worked so hard to build in terms of a social community is now in tatters. They're not welcome with that group of people. Oh, Harry Potter time. What's up, Johnny? Yes, co-create is correct. Hello, we'll let you down. Hey, Naman, I'm going to ask you to focus. I'm going to get you a little baby time out there. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. We've known each other for so long. I really thought that we would be able to be friends or be in each other's lives. But now, I don't know. I don't know if we can salvage this friendship. I don't know if we can get back to that situation, or I don't know if people are going to forgive me. I think they see me as the problem. Hello, nice girl. Hey, Verma, if you want to tip, I do personal questions at the end of the general question or general reading if we get to $15 in tips, and priority to those who tip. Hello, Cashew. Hey, Johnny. What if I told you that I don't care? You can come back again sometime, but you're going to be respectful, okay? So we have Death in the reverse, Page of Cups again in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups again in the reverse, same spot. So this is somebody who has never really changed their habits, stuck in some immature patterns or selfish behaviors, and whatever they had been trying to avoid accountability for, or whatever they had hoped people wouldn't notice, now it's out in the open, and I do feel like a number of people have been basically thinking that it would be best to not be associated with them. Hello, Prachiti, how you doing? Hello, Aspiring. You're already excellent. Hey, Archibald, you are welcome to start the reading from the beginning if you want, but this is about somebody who is kicked out of a social group. 5 of Wands, King of Wands, and the 7 of Cups in the reverse. And it's all because something that they did has started an argument. I know that you lied to get those 2 people to not be friends, or I know that you stole that and blamed someone else, or I know that you're boinking so-and-so's significant other. Whatever this is, it's not just like a minor situation. This is, I can't believe you did that. You lied about it. You didn't want to admit it. And now that the proof or the evidence is out there, people are looking at you like you can't be trusted, right? Good morning, don't be lost. How are you doing? Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Hello, Carlos. Hello, Catherine. 5 of Cups in the reverse, 7 of Wands in the reverse, and the Emperor. Oh, such a pouty bully. Whoever this person is, they're just like, They didn't learn their lesson over and over again. They caused problems, they started arguments, they blamed people who shouldn't have been blamed, or maybe even they just thought it was funny to start drama for other people. But this is somebody who now is unable to blame someone else or point the finger, right? So all of this is coming down on them. People are starting to realize that they've been quite manipulative, definitely dishonest. You might be Josh, but you're allowed to believe whatever you want, right? Hello, Minaj. How you doing? Hello, Bedlam. What's happening? Hey, Prachiti. If you could stop repeating your question. If you want me to take personal questions, you can tip. I will take questions after we reach $15 in tips. Otherwise, that's not a very good way to get me to do what you want. Hello, Masuma. So 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. That person that I used to be able to depend on, or that group, that security that I found with that crew or that group of friends, it's not available to me anymore. I've been ousted. I've been kicked out. This is What's the News. Hello, team. Excellent. I do personal readings. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, and when you email me, I can tell you details. It's ad-free, and usually pretty quick with them. Hey, Prachiti, I assume that's you telling me that my response was not to your liking, so I'm going to put you in a little timeout. Just to remind you that this is my channel. I don't have to do what you tell me. We have love bombing, overly attentive, showered with affection, for personal gain, and dirty money. All right, so we have somebody who is involved in some sort of shenanigans. Now, this could be like Mr. Steal Your Girl, right? This could be, doesn't have to be a masculine though. This could be somebody who just like does thieving the good old-fashioned way, like, hey, I like that, I'm gonna take it. But this is someone who's not honest, who has caused problems, maybe broken up relationships, or maybe stolen things and blamed other people. Whatever they've been getting into, it's now been exposed to the social group, and now people are like, oh, we're not hanging out with you, we know what you do, you know? Hey, Grant, how you doing? Hello, Mickey. What's happening? Hey, why? I'm going to just remove that real quick and invite you to be respectful. Josh, if you'd like me to, you can tip. If I get to $15, that's when I start the personal questions. Oh, is that what you think, Archibald? I don't know. I think I'm pretty normal. What do you think, Dana? What do you think, Bedlam? Is this the normal Carmen? Thank you, Asfar. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Oh, that's so funny. So 9 wants to be rude about it. Look at, there it is for you. The good news is, if you don't like it here, there's a whole bunch of other YouTube channels where you can go. So, yeah. Yeah, Ryan. I think it's a natural part of that spiritual awakening, right? You start to see that there are a lot of people out there who are just faking, a lot of people who don't know how to be authentic. And it's so refreshing when you can surround yourself with people who are like-minded, or who are regularly working on themselves and working from, you know, genuine intentions. That you don't really have time for people who are just playing games, right? So we have this heart-to-heart conversation, and I feel like it's one of those things where someone's trying to figure out, like, Are you actually trying to work on this problem, or are you just enjoying it, right? Like, oh goody, I'm causing drama, I love it. So this person is making an effort. Like, hey, I know times has been rough because people don't like you right now, but I just want to ask, like, are you trying to like fix things, or are you just trying to like make it worse? Like, are you into what's going on here or what? And I feel like this person, after talking to the King of Wands energy, the person who has been causing the drama, they're like, no, this person doesn't want to do right. They don't want to change it, you know? They're totally fine with being the drama queen. They're totally fine with causing the problems. So just like you were saying, I think it was Ryan, sometimes you get a little bit caught up hanging out with people that aren't on your level, right? And other times you find yourself pretty adept at not connecting with people like that. I think we had somebody that was in like Flynn with the social group, and now they're getting booted because the group is pretty high vibe. It's like, we can see that your goal is to cause drama, so we don't really want to deal with you anymore. I know that's shocking, right? Most people are like, oh yeah, drama. Give me some more. Hello, Santiago. How are you doing? That's funny, team. Hello, Ambassadorka. If we reach $15 in tips. Oh, I'm proud of you, Julian. Yeah, I mean, we get taught to say certain things because society expects us to, right? Or tolerate certain things. Like, I'm a hugger. Some people don't like hugs. And I like to be very respectful of the fact that some people don't like that, right? I used to just always assume, like, oh, you're supposed to hug right now. We got to understand what works for other people, right? Vivid, imagination, lucidity, creativity, visions, and clairvoyance. So this for me is saying those high vibrational folks in that social group are looking at this King of Wands like, no, we know what's going on. You're trying to cause problems. You can't lie to our face or misrepresent the facts and think that people who have strong intuition are going to just like fall for your tricks. Because we get downloads. We know what's really going on. So they weren't able to fool this group. Thank you, Santiago. Hey, Gnostic, what's up? I feel that. So we've got compassion, empathy, forgiveness, holding space, listen, justice, decisions, fairness, review, laws, consequences, and limitless. The thing is, when you're trying to make friends with people who listen closely to their intuition, you do have to be honest. You do have to be authentic. This is a group, I feel, that have made a decision based on that information available and their own intuition. This person seems like they take joy in causing drama for other people. That's not really what we're about. So why would we want to like be friends with someone like that? You know? Oh, thank you, Aya. I appreciate it. With the 222. 8 of Cups in the reverse and the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they can't lie anymore. Whatever they did to cause drama, it's like clear as day. So maybe we have screenshots, maybe there's a voicemail, maybe we just have too many people who have the same experience dealing with this King of Wands. But it's like, I mean, you can try to lie, but none of us is gonna like believe you. We know what really happened. You tried to keep us in this 8 of Swords where we didn't see what you really had going on, but now we see exactly what's going on. Now we see who you are. We did our own little research here, right? So they can't hide that they were causing trouble because the people that they were trying to deal with or lie to are more perceptive than they expected. So the person who wants to pretend that they're an emperor, the person who wants to control the situation, is realizing they have zero control of the situation because they did not read the room. They did not understand their audience. Oh, watch it, Archibald. Let's not be insulting, please. Also, please don't tell me your birth date. I don't need your personal information. Hello, Punitha. I do readings for people and I don't need all of that, okay? Wheel of Fortune, Death in the reverse, the Hanged Man in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So how can I change this? Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate you. This is the King of Wands trying to figure out how to put together a plan that cannot fail. Now, maybe this is about the next group of people, but I feel like this is somebody who's trying to get back in with the people that have already rejected them. How can I get them to accept me again? How can I get them to forget about whatever they have found out about me? I don't know that this is a thing that they can figure out, but that's what they're trying to figure out. Exactly. Yeah, I might have to add that to the little like rules that you see when you enter the live chat, right? Hey, Sean, you too. I mean, that's a different thing, right? Hello, Mystic Road. So we have Justice. Ashrita, I don't have to pull cards for that. There is always a chance for happiness. Some of the happiest people I've ever known have been facing the most difficult of challenges, but they still found happiness. It isn't about all of the external circumstances. It's about how you find joy and how you control fear, which could influence that joy, right? That's how happiness is always a possibility. Yes, Sandeep, you can find out more on my channel's page. Hey, Reinhard, how's it going? So we have an argument. This person's just embarrassing themselves. They keep trying to control how other people see them. They don't realize they're just making things worse because, again, I feel like they're assuming that they're like smarter or better spoken. Like, I can just convince you that you should like me. But let me tell you about how many times that doesn't work for people. If you're trying to convince someone to like you, you come across as desperate or extremely unlikable. Ask me how I know. I was a bartender. Not only did it happen interpersonally with me, but like I watched other people try to get people to like them. Like, no, you be yourself and if people like you, cool. If not, keep it moving. This person is not giving up. They're like, no. You liked me before, you'll like me again. Even if you did find out that I'm kind of shady, we'll work with it. We can figure it out. They're not giving up. I just want to know, why are they so focused on this friend group? Because I don't think it's because they really like somebody. I feel like it's something they need. Like, I'm clout chasing and you're good friends with Chino Marino. I was listening to the Deftones with this. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. No, I don't think so. We've got, what a perfect card for that. We've got Revolutionist, Champion of Transformation, Freedom Fighter, Pursuer of Welfare and Justice. Yeah, see, I feel like the main person in this group of friends is this revolutionist. Does that mean they have to be like literally out here fighting wars? No, but I do feel like this is somebody who prides themselves on making fair decisions. I'm not going to dislike this person because that person told me not to. I'm going to forgive and move on. This person is very fair, and the Emperor is like, you're being unfair. No, no, you just have unrealistic expectations. Hello, Tarot. How's it going? It's true. Hello, Joyful. How's it going? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sending you a big ol' hug. Provided you like those. Some people, it's not their thing, right? Hey, Hal, we don't talk about politics here, so I'm just gonna put you in a little baby timeout. And if you want to come back in a little bit and, you know, not try to stir up trouble just like the person in my reading, you're welcome. So we have the researcher, the explorer of truth, exploration, study, rigor, experiment. I'm telling you, this is that, what were we calling you? They could be Libra. Came out as the Hermit and Justice. The Hermit would be Virgo, which, like, happy birthday, Virgo. But this is somebody who is too smart to lie to. Do they fall for things? Maybe every once in a while, but this person knows their stuff. And the Emperor, they overplayed their cards, right? Hey, you two artifacts. Aw, that's sweet. Yes, exactly. Thank you for clarifying, Jamie. We have the Fool. Ignorance, rashness, impulsiveness, and civil servant. Wow, okay, so this is somebody who's lying and felt like lying to their peers would be just fine, no big deal. There could be a legal situation involved here, renting something, borrowing money, or city ordinance. But this is like, yeah, I know you're trying to make me feel like I have to see things the way that you do, but you don't know that you're like messing with somebody who does their research. I will know the law, so you can't mess with me, right? This is the signs of the times. Sending you healing energy, Lil Oso. And protective energy. Anu, that is some serious spamming. If you do that again, I will permanently ban you from my channel. Hello, ADV. Hello, Chantal. How are you doing? So we have evil eye protection. Yeah, this is somebody who likes to cause trouble. Yeah, this is somebody who likes to lie or steal or cheat, and they don't really care, right? And they've met their match. They've run into somebody who does not fall for these games. They've run into somebody who can always find the data to support themselves. So this could be happening in a courtroom, right? But there's protection to the person that has been dealing with, or people that have been dealing with this King of Wands. They don't understand how to read energy, so they didn't realize the person or people they were picking on, probably not a good choice for them, right? I'm doing well, thank you. We've got Firefly Wonder, number 44. So something magical happens in terms of being able to deliver some karma. Because I feel like this is somebody, the Fool, whoever they are, the Emperor or the King of Wands, this individual who has been kind of booted from a social group or is, you know, persona non grata. I feel like they're getting some karma that they had been able to avoid for a long time, and maybe, just maybe, they're actually learning a little bit of a lesson. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? Hey, Kashu, if you could stop asking me that, that would be cool. Hello, White Flame. How are you doing? Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. It's just so painfully obvious that this person is lying, the Emperor, and our potentially Libra hero who has called out this person. I don't know if I want to say it that way. I don't know if YouTube will get mad about it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There is... What I'm trying to reference to is if there was a shark and somebody else nearby got hurt because of said shark, there would be what in the water? This is like, you can't stop this now because people know. People can already tell that you are lying, or people can already tell that you can't be trusted. So this opportunity that they have to be honest, they try to lie again. They could have resolved their problems. They could have lessened the consequences or the karma that they were facing, but they chose to double down, or they choose to continue that lie. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, we don't have to delete that. How do I bring it back? You can Grindhard, don't worry about Aya. She was encouraging the tips. Sorry, Aya. Hello, Amundiata. How are you doing? No, you're good. You're good. What's up, dude? How's your day going? So we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse again, and the Six of Wands. I'm telling you, this person's like booted out of a group, maybe booted out of their home, maybe they're going to jail, I don't know. But they felt like they were going to win because of their chaotic approach to this, or because they always blame other people, right? They lied again. They said something was not their fault, or that they weren't responsible. I'm not sure that we can believe that. Hey, soldier, I recognize you. I think we've already talked about this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hide you. So we've got Strength in the reverse and another Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The ground beneath them is just kind of like eroding away. The people that they thought would have their back are not there. The things that they thought would help them to win or be victorious over this, disagreement or this battle, it's not what they expected. So they were overconfident, which could be a thing that they do all the time, but they also underestimated, underscore this, exclamation point, their opponent. I assume I'm smarter than you, so I'm going to win. But if you assume people are smarter than you, you will arrive at that battle better prepared. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Jackie. How are you doing? Hey, Father, you're looking at it. Does that bother you? You're welcome to stay here if you want to be respectful. I feel like it really bothers people when I say this is what I do for work. I did other things. I was pretty successful, but I didn't like it. So I didn't feel like I was actually contributing to any good stuff, right? So we've got Five of Pentacles and the Emperor in the reverse. This is them. Now I feel like I've lost control. Now I feel like nobody is willing to help me. Now I feel like I have no way to walk away from this issue, right? Correct, Stephen. Thank you, MJQ. Thank you, dude. I was almost there. You beat me. All right, so 4 of Cups in the reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know, you guys. This kind of looks like somebody's going to jail. This kind of looks like somebody is unable to come up with the right kind of plan that they need in order to avoid the consequences that they were fearing, and because they underestimated everything, right? They underestimated the person, they underestimated perhaps the system or the actual consequences, right? Hey, Gnostic, this is actually what I do, like every day. Hello, Carrie. Oh, wait, I think I did say hello to you. But hello again. Hola, Yolanda, ¿cómo está? We've got 9 of Rings or 9 of Pentacles, which we just had in the reverse. The 4 of Rings or 4 Pentacles in the reverse, and another Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So because this person has burned all the bridges around them and they have nobody on their side, because they were content to cause problems for other people wherever they had the chance, now other people have let go of them. Now they have nobody to turn to when things are hitting the fan for them, right? Thank you, MJQ. I really do appreciate that. It's because I used to lead Zoom calls, like sales calls. That helps. Hey, Yolanda. I hope you have a better weekend. Si quieres regresar, con respeto, okay? Co-create, I like your response. No. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing? So we have Knight of Cups, 3 of Rings, the Tower, and the 8 of Swords. They wanted to keep other people blindfolded or unaware of what was going on or what they were getting into. They might have been breaking some laws, right? Or they were causing troubles for their friends around them. Now those same people that they thought previously were their friends are spilling the tea or spilling the beans, pouring the tea. I don't know, whatever. Hello, Oracle. How are you doing? I'm guessing Gurjeet is the name. If you can see, the work will be a long time. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Little baby time out for you. You can come back and be respectful if you'd like. Otherwise, there's other places on YouTube for you. Okay, sweetie? Hello, Harry. Harry Thotter. Oh, that name. That name is gold. Gold. Harry Thotter. I can't. Yeah, good call, Brashalon. Thank you for making me laugh. Sounds good, Oracle. Oh, that could be. Hello, Harry Campbell. All right, so we've got Page of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Six of Cups. They're gonna maybe do a plea bargain. They're gonna maybe ask for, you know, some sort of special arrangement based on who they know. Like, hey, me and the judge, we used to be friends. Or, hey, you know, like, I know this person in law enforcement. They're not going to have the help that they think. They, like, try to drop a name and be like, oh, no, no, no. But have you talked to so-and-so? Like, they would vouch for me. No, they wouldn't. Maybe 6 months ago. Maybe 2 months ago, but not now, right? Hello, Fernando. Key says hello to Upper Echelon. Oh, really? What else do we have? Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Hermit. Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is game over for them. I feel like whatever they've been trying to avoid, maybe it's like their car gets repossessed. Maybe it's, you know, a divorce settlement. But whatever they're trying to accomplish, it's so not going to happen. And I gotta say, in general, when I'm doing readings for a group of people, I don't like to be that specific, because when you're talking about a lot of variables and free will, it could end up a variety of ways for different people. But this is like, this person is inept. It's maybe a little bit harsh, but they are so reliant upon things that are not real. They are determined to see things the wrong way because they'd rather like reinforce their perception than be honest and like read the room that these people really don't like them, you know? Oh, that's funny. Hey, George, I'm doing well. How are you doing? All right. So what do we need? Do we want the situation stack? I don't think we've done that yet. Yeah, we'll do the situation stack real quick. Delulu. No, thank you. Thank you, Priyanka. So there's an awareness happening. Oh, Lord. This is somebody who's made an oath, a professional oath. So this could be a lawyer, this could be someone in the military, this could be a doctor, right? This could also be about a romantic oath, right? The kind that you take for getting married. But we have somebody here who has been pledged or made a pledge and they have gone back on it. They felt like they could control the outcome. Here we have a reference to divorce. They've been very difficult trying to break the rules and not get caught, but they have signed themselves up for a doozy of a lesson. This is like, no, sit down from the universe. They're like, sit down. You got something you need to learn. Oh, you better watch the rest of the movie, Key Controller. It's pretty good. Oh, take what resonates, Pat. This is a divorce for many people, but it is not for everyone, because we also have somebody here who could be breaking the law, right? That's a little bit more serious than breaking someone's heart. Well, you could argue it is. In the courtroom, it is more serious, right? Yeah, drama queen. And we've got alien, telepathic, dreams, songs. People are too perceptive to believe what this person is saying. People have figured them out. So even though they're trying to negotiate a way to still get what they want, it's like they're unable to accept the reality of the situation. They're in denial, right? They still feel like they have some control here, but they really don't. Ooh, that's scary, Sanju. That sounds like a lot of drama. I don't know about all that. All right, hold on. Let's see. Should we do the love tarot? Let's see what else we get. That's why I offer personal readings. But also that's why you have your own intuition, sweet. I feel that tarot readings should be confirmation of what your intuition is already telling you, not something that opens your eyes to a brand new concept or way of seeing things. So it should be used as a validation tool for that intuition, not in replace of, right? Or in place of. Exactly. Hello, Dennis. How are you doing? You're welcome. What else do we have? Others' opinions. I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. So this is somebody who was trying to, I think, justify their actions while hiding them from other people. This could be a love affair that shouldn't have happened. This could be somebody who was maybe doing some form of escapism that is not really approved by their culture. But we have somebody who is not sure what to say or how to act around you. This person's nervous because they've realized that people know what they're getting into or how they're approaching the group, how they're approaching others. I'm good, thank you. Hey, Swati, you have been relentless. I'm putting you in a little timeout. Please be respectful of the fact that I am not here to take everybody's questions. And you have a live chat so you can get to know other people in there too. Hey, Oracle, we haven't reached $15 in tips, so I haven't gotten to that point where I do personal questions. But I do have, I think, 3 generous people who tipped before you who weren't planning on getting questions. Aya, James, Laura, let me know if I'm wrong about that. In which case, Oracle, you would be the only question that I have. So we've got Showing Out and My Fantasy. Kim, this is the Love Tarot. I do like the cards, although I will say it's not named appropriately because it's not actually a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck. I'm acting like I don't care about what's happened, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. And did we have this before? Oh, that was the other reading. We've got somebody who's fantasizing, coveting somebody else's person. So there could have been, for some of you, if this is a divorce situation, there could have been a third party that caused issues, and this King of Wands has been exposed for that, right? Oh, that's a good question, Dee. Why multiple decks? They don't have the same answers or the same... Ooh, I keep forgetting I put little stones on these now. Oh, thank you, Dana. Let me write that down real quick, and then I'll answer your question, Dee. Son's trip for his birthday, was it? His birthday. sure hope it does, but I've added that, Dana. Thank you. Trip go well. And then D, you asked about why multiple decks. So let's see. I wonder what I should compare. I don't want to look too far or too long for this, but I'll try to find a good comparison for you. Trying to find the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a good example. It's one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck, but I feel like there's just, ooh, there we go. So many different ways you can go with interpretation, right? So this would be the same card. Oh wait, is this is the Hierophant, never mind. So that's maybe even a better example. The Hierophant in most decks would be almost like a Pope-looking gentleman or like a cardinal, right? Well, no, they wear red, don't they? But somebody in a church. Actually, I think the Hierophant is in red. And it represents a number of different things based on what you are pulled towards in the card. You have different artistic renditions, then you're going to get pulled to different details. You'll get different energy off of it, right? So when you have those differences, it can tailor that reading to whatever situation you're actually reading. The Santa Muerte deck, for example, has a death card with a skeleton that's pregnant. It's pretty unusual. There are different interpretations that are really crucial, I think, to telling a story, but also when you use multiple decks and you have repeating cards, then you know a particular message or a particular energy, like maybe the Hermit comes out for you every time because you're a Virgo, because you're very introspective. Yeah, sorry, that was a really long answer, but I really like tarot decks, so that's part of the reason. Hey, Shell Shocked, I didn't help you win any lottery, but it's very kind of you to attribute it to me. So we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse, Tower in the reverse. So what really contributes to this person getting their karma is because they did wear out all of those connections, because they did end up burning the bridges that would have helped them get out of this problem, right? That's why you got to make sure that you're not being unreasonable with people. This person had pushed their luck too much to the point where now they're just kind of on their own, not able to ask friends for help or, you know, call in any favors. They're being rejected instead. Hello, Aunt France, how are you doing? Astral, the tarot deck is 78 cards based on the Rider-Waite. They have different interpretations, but for the most part, it's 0 through 21 as the major arcana, and then you've got the, you know, cups, wands, pentacles, swords. But oracle cards usually just have varying energy that comes through from words or images. They kind of run the gamut. It could be anything, right? Just words or things like this. So it's whether they follow that structure, right? I get it, Aya. I was just in a store yesterday and it took all of my self-control to not buy a new deck yesterday. I was there to get stones to put on the existing decks that I was not able to cover, so. Yeah, so our general reading here. We've got somebody that is not feeling the love. They feel like they are no longer a part of a group of people that want to support them or be there for them, that maybe they have just like completely lost that connection with the outside world, and those consequences are going to actually show up for them, right? You're welcome. Ooh, that's fun. I'm sure that works pretty well. All right, so let's see. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. We are just under the $15, so I think I'm just going to do the questions for Oracle and for Dana, and then dip, because we're almost at an hour. So for Oracle, you had asked for your client Gurjeet. I believe you said your name was Priyanka. If the work will be for a long time. No, I do not see that being a long-term commitment or connection or relationship. I imagine you're talking about business relationship. There's something unexpected here that happens. And I feel like with the Empress in the reverse, there is interruption to business or interruption to funds. Instability with regards to finances. Tell me about this Magician, though. I feel like there's something else that happens for you. It's like one person leaves and another comes in. So while I do feel like there is some instability in this particular question, I do feel like things get corrected. So the King of Cups is in the reverse. It's like, don't fret, don't worry about it, because it's still going to be made even, or you're still going to have a gain. So it may come from a different source, or things might work out in a way you don't expect, but nothing too crazy to worry about, right? Thank you, Shannon. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Dooney, I think you misspelled your username. Are you sure it's not supposed to be a K? Will I ever get another tattoo? Oh, of course I will. Yes, of course I will. It's a matter of having moved away from all the artists that I knew. I've got to meet some new ones, I suppose. I did actually find one. Just not entirely sure that's where I want to go with that. Sending you good luck, Oracle. Thank you for the tip. We're going to do the question for Dina. And I'm going to write down Sophie's question. Thank you, Sophie. We've got Raj's feelings. Hey, Maliha, I really don't like it when people repeat comments over and over again like that, so I'm going to put you in a little baby timeout, okay? Yes, dude, I have a number of them that I have planned as far as tattoos. Trying to think which one I should tell you about. I have another skeleton planned, and I would like to have something from the song A Horse with No Name. Probably the actual, like, music. All right, let's see what we've got. Dana's birthday, well, her son's birthday trip. Will it go well? Oh, that's so sweet. We got the Six of Cups. Yes, it will. That looks like a gift being received with joy. There is protective energy around this trip. but a warning or a caution about being indecisive. There could be something like itinerary focused or travel focused where it's like, make that decision. Do not hesitate on that, and it'll be a fabulous trip. So that's awesome. Happy birthday to your son. Oh, that's so nice of you, Redbeard. Thank you, MJQ. So the other thing, Dana, is I do feel like there's something here about something being overbooked. So that could be why you have to be very decisive. That's what I'm getting with this 10 of Wands. The trip will go well, but you have to be decisive about something because I think there's too many people interested in one thing, whether it's a flight or, you know, like some destination thing. All right, let's move on to, was it Sophie's question? We've got Raj's feelings. There's been 4 months no contact here. So let's see how Raj feels. This person's physically attracted to you, but I don't get like a long-term commitment vibe. So, I feel like the communication may end up being a disappointment or kind of frustrating because this person may be overly flirtatious or may get distracted, right? With the Queen of Wands in the reverse, it's like I'm always looking for something else to happen or fear of missing out. Oh, that's awesome. Grindhard would like to know how she reacted to the recordings. 8 of Wands and the reverse, 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. I mean, I still don't feel like there's a lot of communicative energy here. I do feel like there's concern about what I know about you and what you know about me. And with the 9 of Pentacles, this is very independent energy. So it's like I like you, but I feel like I have to stay over here. The reaction seems to be a bit mixed, right? If I respond, then maybe I encourage something I shouldn't be involved in because I feel like I have to stay on my own. I'm sending you a hug. Did I think that was the last one, right? Okay, good. Hey, Sea Pilot, I'm sorry you don't like it in here. I'll help you on your way out. Doors over there. Yes, Sophie, that was for you. Aya, did you want a card pulled for you, hun? I deleted comments already, huh? Wow, you back doing the same thing? Bro, come on. You're killing me, Smiles. All right, let's see what we got for Aya. Judgment in the reverse, the Devil, and the 7 of Cups. This is about a decision that has not yet been made, something that is going to happen in the next week. It feels to me like there's a temptation for you, and you know it's not something that you should be getting involved with or dealing with or someone you shouldn't be talking to. So the choice, you know what to make, you know how to proceed, but just acknowledge, like, you know, maybe it's fun to think about that, but I'm not going to do that. I don't really see it being too much of a concern. I think you follow your intuition quite well. But yeah, there's going to be a temptation this upcoming week, so be cautious. Hello, Arwa. How you doing? Okay, let's see. My cards are trying to escape. Hello, Peep. I'm going to pull a few cards for you. That makes sense, Aya. What guidance do we have for Peep, please? All right, so Peep, what I'm seeing is it's time for you to forgive yourself. Take a deep breath. Let it go. What is done is done. And I feel like someone's been overly harsh in their criticism of you. And it might just be you. It might be other people too. But forgive yourself. Let it go. No more blaming yourself. And this is what frees you. When you let that go, whatever that thing is from your past, then you remove the blindfold and you free yourself. All of a sudden now, like you got a bike and you're riding around. There is something here that is going to be made even. Now that could be for the person that you feel guilty about or the situation that you feel guilty about, but I feel like it's also for you. But you have to let this situation go and forgive yourself. And once you do, then things move in a much better direction for you, which I am personally hoping comes to you very soon. So, good luck. MJ is asking for guidance in the marriage. Page of Swords in the reverse. Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Wands. So the way I'm seeing this, you're gonna have to like watch my words a little closely here. You or your partner, perhaps even both of you, need to like let it all out. The way I'm seeing it in my mind is literally people throwing plates in a parking lot, which is something that I recommend to people who have rage that they need to get out. But like literally like, I hate when you leave the socks on the floor. Plate thrown in the parking lot, maybe on a tarp so it's easy for you to clean up. But this is saying like, get that anger out. Maybe get a big canvas and throw paint at it. I don't know, get a dartboard. Don't like throw it at each other though. Get the anger out. You both need to do it. And then maybe you could have some like makeup sticks, you know? But I see there being a possibility for things coming back to life and having a beautiful next chapter with each other when you both let go of all that anger and it's out and it's done and now we can move on and do something different, right? So I do see there being a really strong possibility for things being mended and a beautiful new beginning. You may have to move somewhere else. You may be thinking about that. A change of scenery might do you good. But with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's about letting out that anger and then investing in each other going forward, right? Don't throw it at each other. Exactly. All right, what else? Oh, nice to meet you too, Dakota. I hope that was helpful, sending you healing energy. And to you also, hold on, who was I just reading? Was it MJ? I think it was MJ. All right, I will do one more. You're so welcome. Cat Scratch, I like your name. All right, what do we have for guidance for Cat Scratch, please? Five of Wands in the reverse, Page of Pentacles. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands. So this feels to me like letting go of an argument. But I worry that this is forgiving too quickly. This advice seems to be have a serious conversation with somebody about what has happened and what behavior needs to change, or have that conversation with yourself. But this is saying something is going to repeat if you move too quickly through that processing or that review, right? Hey, I didn't like when you said this, or hey, I'd really like it if you didn't do that. We've got to avoid a repeat in this through some kind of communication or confirmation, right? Like, okay, so this is what needs to happen instead. Thank you, Swati. Feelings of Shreyansh. I hope I said that right for you. What are Shreyansh's feelings for Swati, please? Nine of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. This feels like somebody who's very upset. Queen of Cups is in the reverse. They feel manipulated or controlled. They don't feel like they have control over the situation or over themselves. And with the Chariot, there's some movement here away from you. Is this somebody else who's like meddling? No, I feel like this is someone who's like running away. Are they afraid of love? Yes, this is somebody who's running away because they don't want to feel emotions. So do not wait for this person. You can, but they haven't realized yet that they have something they need to work on. So that definitely means they're not going to be starting work on it anytime soon. One way of potentially getting this person's attention is by walking away when they don't expect you to. I'm not suggesting that to be manipulative. I'm saying the most important thing for you to do is to choose the path that is going to like actually make you happy. If this person's running away from love, they can't make you happy because they're avoiding things that make them happy. So one possible way to shock them into realizing that is to walk away before they expect you to, right? Yes, definitely non-committal. Yes, that's absolutely fair, Daniel. I agree. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on